Canva just announced a new version of Affinity app, fully integrated with Canva. And it will be a single app from now on. So instead of having 3 different apps like Affinity Designer, Affinity Photo, and Affinity Publisher, there will be one single app. The good news is this app will be available completely free. So how they can earn money is there's this subscription coming on. Not really, they plan to profit from AI features. So this Affinity app will link to Canva AI, and if you're a power user, you will need to keep paying for that AI module. But the app itself, it's free. So that's a good news for us all. Let's now take a very first look. As you can see, I did not open up the app. This is a truly first look for me as well. So what you need to do is you need to download a new app from affinity.studio. They will ask you to provide your Canva account on that website, and they will show you the link to download the brand new app. So keep in mind, it's a brand new standalone app. If you've been paid user of Affinity Designer, Photo, or Publisher like me, I still got my old apps running. Everything's fine with that. Alright, so keep that in mind. Nobody's taking our toys. They're just introducing the next step for Affinity. We can kind of call this Affinity 3.0, I would say. So, single app by Canva, a new download, and then the first welcome screen. We need to log in or sign up with Canva account. It's a free account, so let's get this done. So I just very quickly log in. It's bumped me back to my web browser. I was already logged into Canva, so it's kind of linked, and we are here. There is some kind of a tutorial to start with, but you know what? I make 400 tutorials for Affinity Designer and Photo, so let's just start creating. And here we are. We got some sizes to select and some intro interactive tutorials like before, so that's nothing new. It's a new icon here. Let's click this big plus, that's helpful. And then let's go with A4. So here we are. How's the interface holding up? Now at the top, instead of regular personas, we got vector, pixel, layout, and Canva AI. Exactly as I predicted last year. So we got Affinity Designer, you could say, Affinity Photo, Affinity Publisher, and linking to AI features of Canva directly. So that's a very smart choice for Affinity, because Affinity was famous for at first using those different personas. We call them personas. So when you want to do vectors, you can switch to vector mode, and they will set up the tool panel for you to use vector tools like pen tool, like a node tool, proper shapes. Oh, that's a nice new shape menu. I like that. All right, so all of the core tools from Affinity Designer are here. Artboard tool, where you can create additional pages. Seems like it's even simplified comparing to the last version. I can select direction where the page will show. Oh, that's such a great update, because I always need to drag this stuff around myself, but now I can just click the plus button below and they're going to add artboard below. Nice upgrade. Simple stuff, but useful. Node tool is here. We got all of our corner tools. All right, pen, pencil, whip tool, gradient and transparency, shapes, shape builder. Let's test this quickly. Is that the same shape builder? Seems like it's exactly the same one, maybe with some just small updates, right? But it seems at the first look, first glance, it's the first look video. So all right, what do we have here? The artistic and frame text tool, place tool, vector crop tool, and area and measurements. Okay, few tools that did not make a list on in my case, because I'm on my laptop, so I can only see one kind of column of tools. I usually change that, so let's try to change that quickly. View, customize, toolbar. Oh, that's exactly the same as in Affinity. So what do we want to do here? Now we can customize the top toolbar. So we can drag the stuff around at the top. We got our pathfinder. All right, seems like all right for now on. I don't need to add any tools at the top. And now let's customize tools on the left in the toolbox. And first thing to change in my case is number of columns. I got smaller screen, it's a 13-inch laptop, so I make 2. All right, that's way better. And then I can kind of move tools around and even add separators. Cool, okay. So here it is, our new toolbar, you can say. And on the right side looks exactly the same as the classic Affinity experience. We got our colors, layers, and transform navigator history. All right, so it's a very similar experience, I would say, so far. The biggest difference is you don't need to skip between different apps. So you can work on your vectors, you can go to pixel mode, and now we got all of the pixel tools like selections, like all of the raster editing options. It was added to Affinity Designer to some extent. We got something called Pixel Persona, but now they're aiming for the full merge. So we will need to kind of test them out separately, but those tools are here. There's layout tool when we can see our artboards now as separate pages. Take a look. So if you've got multiple artboards, you can use layout tool during your design process to see them as pages like that, like in Publisher. And finally, there's Canva AI, the biggest addition that will require you to, at some point, it might require you to have subscription, because you take a look, upgrade to Canva plan to unlock AI tools. So that's the paid component. So the whole app is free. So they're giving us all of the tools that we need to pay for before, because they are hoping that we're going to upgrade to those AI tools. So that's the state of it right now on the launch day, you can say. I just installed that after the launch. So keep in mind, your all apps will be not upgraded. I can show you. Here's my Affinity Designer running exactly same time with the new Affinity app. So I paid for that Affinity Designer version 2. I still got access to it. It's still available on App Store to download and everything for me. So yeah, it's not a replacement. It's like the version 3.0, the new direction for Affinity. I hope that we manage to get thousands of new users, and they can keep this model of giving us 1, 2, 3 like workspaces, vector, pixel, layout for free to use for professional users. And the last one, the Canva AI, will kind of pay for all of that, for all of those power users that actually need those AI features. Keep in mind, we can customize those workspaces. We can switch off the one you never use. So maybe you actually use this just for vector editing. You don't need pixel tools. Bam, it's off. You slice your design. This is our old export persona. So export persona is switched off by default. You don't want to see this Canva AI thing that is paid. You can switch it off, and now you cannot see it anymore at the top. Okay, we got retouching tools in the separate options, and we got few more like color grading, typography, and composition. So we can open those studios. We call them personas in the past. Now they kind of allow us to modify everything. Now I'm in the Affinity Designer mode. I got only vector mode, and I can do vector graphics here. All right, so that's my first look. It's a very familiar experience. They definitely update the interface slightly. So we got new icons for tools. This is just a launch day, so I will definitely dive a bit deeper in each of those workspaces and create additional videos for you guys. I hope you like this one. See you in the next tutorial.